This post is a big shout out to my mastermind group, even when I didn't know what it was.
Judgmental.
Mastermind group. You know, for a long time I've been hearing that phrase. I've heard people have their companies called the mastermind group. I've heard people talk about their mastermind group. I thought it was just a clever phrase and didn't realize it was a real thing that somebody knew about that I didn't. You see, over the years, there's been lots of books that friends have suggested to me that I read that I didn't read necessarily. I might have even owned the books and haven't finished reading them. But lately, I've been on a real reading binge. And one of the books that I read most recently was probably the most overdue book that I should have read a long time ago, which was Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. And there's a chapter in that book that teaches and talks about the mastermind group. Let me explain to the best of my memory. The mastermind group is that small group of people that you go to have, I would call a mind melt. People who think and who are smart and who can help you and who can enlighten you on certain subjects. People you can go to that you can trust. People who you can put your mind together with their mind and come up with something bigger than you could have alone. That could be one other person. It could be three people. It could be, I would say, half a dozen people. But that would be your mastermind group. So here's the interesting thing. I've had several friends over the years who would call me randomly and say, "Hey, Judge, what do you think about this?" We'd have a very intelligent conversation. We both come out of the conversations more enlightened. But what I didn't know was I was a part of their mastermind group. Obviously, they knew things that I didn't know. Now, I have a group of people who I trust, but they haven't been consistent. I have experts that I call when I need to understand things better. But I can't say I've had a consistent mastermind group. And the funniest thing I have to go back to is the moment I read about mastermind group, I think about all the gentlemen, the guys in my life and ladies who have very purposefully put me in their mastermind group. And they knew the phrase, and they knew what they were doing when they called me, and they knew who their circle of masterminds were, and I had no idea I was in that circle. But now that I'm more aware of it, I have my mastermind group of people that I call and talk to, and sometimes it's just a matter of, "Hey, what's your take on this subject? I want to know more about this. I need another perspective. I need to broaden my mind about this topic. I need to understand something better, and I know you're the expert, so please enlighten me from your corner of the mastermind group." Now that I've shared my experience, I hope that you will be more aware of who can and should be in your mastermind group, and I hope you actually develop a mastermind group. And I want to give a great shout out to all the people who have had me in their mastermind group and the ones who are watching this now who they know they're probably a part of my mastermind group. I really appreciate you. How about some comments below on your mastermind group and what you may be forming as a mastermind group, all right? This is Judgmental. These are just my thoughts sharing with you. That's why they're so judgmental. To share more info and be a part of perhaps my mastermind group, be sure to visit SoJudgeMental.com and sign up on the email list. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/judgemedia. Talk to you soon. Love you.
Judgmental.